All right, court is calling 2022 CR 3083, State of Texas versus Araceli Robles. You can have a seat.
Thank you.
Could I have the parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Gear, Your Honor.
Defense.
Raymond Martinez.
And are you Araceli Robles? Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? And did you understand it? All right, you're gonna need to keep your voice up so the court reporter can hear.
Yes.
Are you the same Araceli Robles who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 3083 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4,200 grams, on May 9th, 2022 for a period of 5 years? Is that you? All right. State?
Yes, Your Honor. First, Your Honor, we're waiving the violating conditions number 1, each of them.
And there are two number ones?
There's 3 number 1s.
All right. Any objections to those waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Would you like me to proceed with the
Yes.
violating condition number 2, on or about the 20th day of September 2023 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant
Araceli.
Araceli Robles did in there failed to submit the drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, and or duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Violated condition number 2, on or about the 13th day of December 2023 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Araceli Robles did in there failed to submit the drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, and or duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Not true.
Violated condition number 2, on or about the 31st day of January 2024 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant.
Oh, just 1 second. If you could slow down a little bit for the court reporter.
On or about the 31st day of January 2024, Bear County, Texas, the defendant Araceli Robles did in there illegally use of controlled substance and methamphetamine in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Not true.
Violated condition number 2, on or about the 22nd day of April 2024 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Araceli Robles did in there failed to submit to the drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, and or a duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Not true.
Violated condition number 2, on or about the 13th day of May 2024, Bear County, Texas, the defendant Araceli Robles did in there failed to submit to the drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, and or duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? She's pleading true to the last one.
Yes, Judge.
Pleading true to that?
Yeah.
Did you understand by pleading true to the last violation, number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2? All right, then the court will find that violation of condition number 2 true, and that's the violation that's dated on May 13th, 2024. All right, state, do you have witnesses?
We do, Your Honor, but in lieu of her being true to number 2, the waiver of other violated conditions.
Any objections to the waiver of the other violations?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then your client then is withdrawing her plea of not true, correct? For those violations, since the state is.
Well, since they're banning them, yes, that's fine, Judge.
All right, so then the violations that are waived without objections are 1, 1, and 1, and 2, 2, 2, and 2 will be waived without objections, and the court will allow your client to withdraw her pleas of not true. All right, any witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then is there an agreement?
No, there's not.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
The state's going to requesting revocation, Your Honor. I know that the probation is recommending safety. The state would be recommending revocation.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're requesting that she be continued and that inpatient treatment either be held in abeyance or maybe possibly put on her probation for a time when she can actually do it. I know probation is interested in her doing that. That's one of their recommendations. As the court is aware, she has new number ones pending, which are an obstacle to her going to inpatient. However, that could theoretically be resolved at some point. The reason for the delay at this point, Judge, as you can see from her condition, she was in a very serious car accident, not in the very recently, within the last couple of months. What was the date? Well, been longer than I thought, July 30th. She has a broken leg. She's currently being treated for an infection in the bone. They've got her on a series of medications. So for her to go and try and do that right now, that could have very damaging effects to her treatment. It doesn't look that bad and she's able to get around, but in fact, it is broken and the doctors are concerned about the infection that is currently ongoing. And so she has been reporting to probation. It's my understanding that she's been clean recently, and I think she can stay on that regimen. She's also involved in some civil litigation regarding the car accident. It wasn't her fault. She got hit pretty hard by a big truck. And so it's in her best interest long-term that she get her medical treatment, number one, that she comply with probation and with her lawyers and stays clean for purposes of the civil litigation. But she also understands that there's going to be sanctions from the court, and we're not asking the court not to impose them. We're just asking that we do them in a fashion that addresses everybody's concerns.
All right, any objection to the court reviewing the court summary?
No objection.
No, Your Honor.
All right, probation. Let me see if I can find the court summary. All right, thank you.
And just for the court's purpose, as counsel, we do have her community supervision officer here in court today. Yvonne Salcedo.
Oh, well, let's call Ms. Salcedo as well.
Yes. Ms. Salcedo.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand if you can state your name for the record.
My name is Yvonne Michelle Salcedo.
Any objection to the court just asking general questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so her answer may be a narrative. How was she doing on probation before this motion to revoke was filed?
Ms. Robles was reporting, like she was supposed to be. She was showing signs that she might have a substance abuse problem because she was testing positive and there was a confirmed test. She sometimes failed to submit her UAs when she was supposed to. And so every time I would ask her when she was reporting, to be honest, and if she could just admit that she was having issues so that we could get her the help she needed. And I also tried to get her to attend some of her support meetings. And she was trying, but she got arrested. So that's where we ended. The next step, if she had been arrested, would have been for me to have recommended safe SADOC, the substance abuse treatment facility.
All right, so you said she was trying. What actions was she taking to try?
So she did submit some sober support signatures that she was attending sober support meetings. She was reporting once a month on a regular basis. She would contact me if she could make it and we would reschedule her. But she always kept in communication with me. So I had a feeling that she wanted to stay on probation. She wanted to really get through it. But at the same time, she did have substance abuse issues that she was denying.
All right, any other questions from either side?
Nothing to say, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you so much for coming in. Is this witness excused?
Please, Your Honor.
All right,
Yes, Your Honor.
all right, you may be excused. Thank you for coming in. All right, so this is what's going to end up happening. Number one, if I were to continue you, you're going into inpatient treatment. And it's not going to be held in abeyance. So with regards to this leg infection, what medical report do you have about that?
I have to take 12 weeks antibiotics.
No.
But do you have the report?
Oh, yeah.
All right, this antibiotics for 12 weeks, when did it start? And when does it end?
It started on December.
Because I have a date of admission for surgery as 10/25.
Sure, it had to have been after that, Judge.
So it says take one tablet twice a day for 12 weeks.
think she's been doing it for the first couple of weeks, Judge. So she's 2 weeks into the 12, maybe.
Well, it appears that they gave her this October. Do you have your medication with you?
No, I don't know.
Why wouldn't you have it with you? It's supposed to be taking tablets twice a day, so you would have to take it in the morning at least.
Yeah, I took it in the morning. Working.
All right, so what I'm telling you is it appears that this medication was given to her on October 25th.
No, I was admitted on the hospital. I got discharged on,
Yeah, because what it says here is they gave you this medication on the 25th. That's what it says. A list of your medications are all on here from October 25th.
I think they discovered the infection based on my conversation with her after she'd already been released from the hospital.
If you don't want to review that.
I apologize for my text, Judge, but court in 3-9 is calling me.
Okay.
I'm just
No
telling
problem.
you, I'm just telling you I'm here.
And
Judge,
so
I'll
by the
refer to
court's
court.
calculation, the 12 weeks will put her the week of January 6th.
On page 5 of 13, Judge, it indicates that she has a follow-up on this on December 16th in regards to the infection situation for them to review how she's doing.
All right. Anything else from either party?
Nothing else from.
All
the
right,
state,
and
Your Honor.
state, and you're still requesting revocation?
Yes, Your Honor, and if not revocation, there would request safety, and if not safety, it's drug court.
All right, this is what I'm thinking of doing. We can go off the record. And this is what I'm weighing. I realize that infections, when you have a broken leg, they're very serious. And this is not really a death penalty case. So what I'm considering doing is ordering that she goes to safety. And she'll need to report to court on December 17th. And then do a referral to felony drug court to see if felony drug court will accept her. And the referral to felony drug court is going to happen today. They're going to do a referral for that today. So you'll be doing the process of felony drug court. Do you understand?
I'll explain to her, Judge.
Judge, I do want to make sure that you're aware that we did refer her back in 2022 and she refused to participate. So I would like the court to strongly encourage
All right.
participation if she is accepted.
Here's my question for you. Do you want to participate in felony drug court? That's either yes or no.
I'm not sure she understands what that means, Judge.
All right, that means you know what it means. And let me just tell you why you know what it means, because you were interviewed before for felony drug court. And obviously you have a drug problem. That's why we're here, because you're not doing your UAs and then they waived it, but you've been tested positive for meth as well. So these are your two choices. Well, actually 3. 1, I can send you to prison. You don't have to do felony drug court. You can go to prison. They have a prison hospital, and the prison hospital will give you medications. Either your leg will remain or you will lose it. Or you can be interviewed for felony drug court. If you get over there and you tell felony drug court you don't want to be in felony drug court, you're immediately going to safety. So my question for you is, do you want to be interviewed for felony drug court or not? I don't understand why that's a difficult question. Guess what?
She wants to be referred for felony drug court, Judge.
All right, we can go back on the record. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to deny the motion, alter and amend conditions that she's to be referred to felony drug court. If she tells felony drug court that she does not want to be in felony drug court, then she's immediately going to safety. All right. And if for some reason felony drug court doesn't accept her, we're going to have a hearing to see if she's immediately going to safety. Does everybody understand the court's ruling?
I do, Judge. I'll make sure she does.
All right, so I'll deny the motion. Alter and amend conditions to include a referral to felony drug court. If not accepted, then she's to be brought back to the 187th. For a referral to safety. Is there anything else from either side?
Clear on.
Do you understand the court's rulings? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, and I think 399 is calling you.
I know, I just told Norma to.
All right. Court is calling 2024 CR 06932 and 2024 CR 007342. State versus Marie Elena Morales. Does she need to have a seat?
I have a seat shirt right here.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Deputy Laura, you're always
Yeah, you're,
ready.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, could I have parties announced for the record for the state
Jason here, Your Honor.
defense?
Gerald Trevina for, defendant, Your Honor.
And are you Miss Morales?
I am, Your Honor. Sorry.
All right, counsel,
Yes, Your Honor.
have you received all discovery in each of these cause numbers and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each cause number, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. All right, did you understand? And cause number ending in 32, you're charged with theft under $2,500 enhanced. And in the cause number ending in 42, you're charged with theft of property less than $2,500 with 2 or more previous convictions. Each of these are state jail felonies. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement in these cause numbers, the court does not have to the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. In each cause number, the state is requesting that your punishment be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. There be a $2,000 fine. The causes were run concurrently. And in the cause number ending in 42, the state is proceeding on count 1 only. Did you understand that to be your plea? Oh, I'm sorry. And in each case, they're recommending community supervision. Did you understand that to be your plea in each of the causes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State,
Yes,
is
Your
that the plea? Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Bales, BEALLS, or Kavanagh store. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
I do, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged in cause number 2024 CR 006932, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I plead guilty.
And count 1 in cause number 2024 CR 007342, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
State any evidence? Any
No objection, Your Honor.
In each clause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. In each clause number, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I know that, my client is, she does have a background, Your Honor, as you've seen. However, there have been some changes to her life, Your Honor. She's had a brain tumor, I believe, and, because she had surgery on that, and because of that, she's lost some feeling in her legs, and, I believe that, Your Honor, she just wants to get her life back on track, and also, Your Honor, too, she, being with her physical problems, she, really doesn't want to go to jail. The last time she was in jail, she fell and she had problems because she can't have a walker with her. It's, obviously a security. So I've spoken with her about the importance of complying with probation, and I believe she understands that she has to be very careful and do what's required of her. And additionally, Your Honor, should you grant her probation, I would ask you to please consider that she's not doing very well financially. Her husband does work sporadically, and she's applied for disability. It hasn't come in yet. It's pending. And she has some financial problems, Your Honor. Plus, additionally, with the 200 hours community service, Your Honor, she's happy to do community service. However, she's somewhat limited physically due to the problem she has with her legs, Your Honor. And yes, and is there anything you would like to add, Marie?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor, when I was waiting for my surgery, for my brain tumor surgery, I was paralyzed, and I have to learn to walk and everything again. I still have limited feeling in my left leg, so I have like standing limitations. Some days are worse than others, but I do, you know, my guilt, and I know I was wrong, and you know.
So let me ask you this, when did these medical issues occur? What year?
It was 2019, but I was in a car wreck after that, which made it worse.
All right, so 2019, you had these injuries, and then you were in a car wreck when?
I think it was 2.5 years after that. It was beginning of 2023.
All right,
2023.
so,
It's not, like, I realized what I did was wrong. There's not any validation for it other than the situation I was in. My mother was her caregiver. She passed away. She had pancreatic cancer, and we lost our house. My husband and I, we had, you know what it is, and that's why I was stealing. We survived.
all right, so
It's not
you've
okay.
been stealing before as well, so
I have
all
not.
of these thefts are for you to survive.
No, ma'am. No, no, ma'am, not at all. These last two right here, that's was for me to survive. And I, last time. that I went
Okay,
to-
you didn't complete your sentence. You said these last two right
The
here.
last two were for me to survive. I'm sorry, I did. Not being loud enough or clear, but the last two were for survival, not for any other reason, but I now know that I active in the church. I've changed my life. I'm not doing these things anymore, nor do I intend to do these things anymore. I realize
And if you're drug tested today, what are the results gonna be?
I'm negative. I'm not on drugs.
All right,
She has
you're
a
gonna-
prescription
I was
medication, Your Honor.
prescription. I was just in the hospital 2 weeks ago. I was hospitalized for 9 days. Sorry, 8 days. I have cellulitis in the leg that I had the paralysis in. And you
But
can
see,
still see
this
my
is-
leg.
Let me
It's
just,
swollen.
let me explain to you where I'm coming from.
Yes, ma'am.
You had this major incident in 2019,
Correct.
and that didn't stop you from stealing. It appears from what I'm looking at, and this is just your history, you steal. That's your occupation, you steal. You go into places and you steal. And there's none of this, I'm stealing to survive, because what you were stealing was not survival products. You're just stealing. That's your occupation. And now you're coming to me for sympathy because you have all of these issues. But if you look at your criminal history, you were stealing before 2019. And then now you say you're active with the church. And I always say, you know, people come to the Lord whenever they come to the Lord, and you meet people where they are. But even after you had this epiphany, what should have been an epiphany for you, with all this that happened, you just continued to steal.
That was you're right, Your Honor. There's not an excuse. I don't have an excuse for any of it. It's not okay. I am remorseful for my actions, and you know, I have to complete whatever the court grants me, and I understand I was wrong. I'm like asking the court to please to show me some mercy, and I woke up in this community service without a doubt successfully. I know that. I'm not. It's not my occupation any longer.
Who
I'm
lives in your
embarrassed and
home with you?
ashamed of my actions.
Who lives in the home with you?
I live with my husband, and we live with my cousin and her husband.
And how many children are in that home?
0. I have an adult child. She lives in Corpus Christi.
So you're saying there are no minors in your home?
No minors. My husband's children are all grown as well. So my daughter's 32 years old.
All right. Anything else?
Your Honor, like I said, I did speak with, well, Your Honor, I would ask that you, please grant us community supervision. And the thing is, Your Honor, I did suggest to my client, if she did want to plea bargain, she may want to just take jail time, but, she convinced me that, she can make the probation, and I think that being more beneficial for her, plus I think it would be detrimental with her health to do jail time. And I think she had a rough time when she was in jail last time on this charge, and I don't think she ever wants to be there again, Your Honor.
All right, and cause number 2024 CR 007342, the court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's a $2,000 fine that'll be probated, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, 200 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Cavender's store. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 006932. CATS 1 and 2 theft course, field visits 1 time per month for 6 months, regular random UAs. And you'll need to provide a prescription of all the medications that you're taking to probation. Do you understand?
Sure, thank you very much.
Probation, is there anything else in that cause number?
Nothing else, sir.
All right, and in cause number 2024 CR 006932, court will find you guilty. Court will sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's a $2,000 fine that will be probated, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, 200 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Bell's store. All right, is there anything else you need from the court?
No, I'm very grateful, Your Honor. I won't look for down. Thank you.
All right, did you review the documents entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
I did, Your Honor.
All right. Because these are plea bargain agreements, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. Stop stealing.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's get the facts straight. She loves a verbal ashtray. Never blowing smoke when she gets pissed. She's quick to castrate. Love her on a good day, love her on a bad day. Either way, she's here to stay, stay, stay. Call up holy, holy, holy,